welcome to my May monthly reset video. So nervous, and I don't even know why I'm nervous, but I am so nervous. This is my very first time doing a monthly reset, reflection, and goals video. So I was talking to a good friend. She was talking about, for the last couple of months, doing a monthly reset video, and I kept asking her, like, what is that? You know, what made you want to do that? And she told me to do some research on it. She did give me examples, but once I started doing research on what a monthly reset was, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I want to do it. I want to be able to set the intentions, be more productive, and really focus on smashing some goals that are being set. You know, being able to track our spending, being able to track our budget, track some of our personal goals, our business goals, financial goals, spiritual goals, goals for the home, our marriage, and our children. To me, being able to look back and see what went well, what didn't go so well, and being able to move forward and know that we're making progress in our personal development, our business, and things like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it. That is what we are here for. That is why we are here in this video. So if you are new here, I am Myria. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom of 7. Yes, we are a large family. On this channel, we do grocery hauls, some mini vlogs, we do some day in the lives, and I want to start doing more. Really want to cultivate and grow this channel, and I want you guys to really get to know who we are, what we're all about. So without further ado, let's get into this. So happy May. Let's just say that. April is gone. It's really amazing and kind of shocking how fast this year is already going by. This month in May, our children, the last day of school is on the 26th of May, and I'm so excited. I'm ready for it to be here and over with, so that one, I don't have to wake up and take these children. We're gonna start with our personal and my self-care goals. So this really is something that is new for me. Taking little tiny actions to reach my goal is one of the goals that I'm setting, because we're so used to, I know I can't be the only one that is so used to setting these high goals, you know, these really big goals, and seeing that ending, and that's it. We just set the goal and don't do anything about it because that big goal is so intimidating. So what I want to do is knock these goals down into really tiny actions. My sister over at Take Tiny Actions, she has a podcast, and she really talks about, and she's really been helping me to really zoom in on these goals and break them down into actionable goals that we can set that will allow us to be able to achieve those goals. So she actually wrote a book, and I am going to read her book this month. That is one of my personal goals. Her book is Don't Let Fear Have All the Fun. I'm going to plug where you could get this book down in the description, but I have this book, and I actually have a yellow one up there. But I'm going to read the hardcover book this month, and I want to get through it not only so that I can review it for her, so that I can really take heed to what she's talking about in the book and give her some constructive criticism. I am going to be doing some daily journaling, plan, pause, and reflect. I am excited about this because I am not a journaler, but I want to be able to track my mood, some daily affirmations, my thoughts for the day, and be able to really see throughout the month how I've been feeling, and you know, what is affecting my moods and things like that, and affecting productivity. So I purchased this Plan, Pause, and Reflect journal that I'm going to be doing along with reading this book for my health and wellness for the month of May. This is going to be a hard one, okay? A very hard one. I am doing no soda, no sugary drinks. I love Pepsi. Anybody knows me knows I love Pepsi, and I love coffee, and I love like extra cream and sugar in my coffee. And so I am going to be drinking more water, no soda, less sugary drinks, and I want to start doing tea versus my daily cup of coffee. I'm going to track my eating and calories in the Lose It app so that I can see, what it is that I am intaking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So I'm going to do a weekly Wednesday weigh-in just to see how I'm doing in terms of weight. And then I'm going to devote 30 minutes to an hour working out or walking into my day. And I feel like with the walks, we usually go and take the girls to the park. And so it's kind of like a twofold as well. So we're walking around before we allow them to go to the park, and then they get out, get some sun. I'm not concrete on my goals. I know I will have it solidified by the end of this day, just because I feel like I can add some things into my health and wellness. And I'm not quite sure, because again, this is the first one, whether or not meal planning and meal prep goes with health and wellness, or if I have it over in the home category. So I may add more to my health and wellness. I'm not quite sure yet. In terms of business, all right, so Dinkins Everyday Life is where I blog, and all across my content creation, my social medias, we are Dinkins Everyday Life. And so for the month of May, we are doing a YouTube challenge where we are uploading 14 videos. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is our schedule for uploading on YouTube. It's our YouTube challenge, just to be able to grow and be able to give you guys the videos that you guys want to see. So that is the YouTube challenge. Now on TikTok, we're doing a TikTok and Reels challenge as well, where we're uploading daily. And I haven't solidified that whether I'm going to do on weekends, because I like my weekends to be my weekends. I like my Saturday and my Sundays to be for me. And so I don't necessarily know if I'm going to post on the weekends, but as it stands right now, it's going to be daily, Monday through Friday. My goal is to blog twice a week and have a weekly recap newsletter come out. So head over to my website and subscribe so that you are always getting the latest newsletters that are coming out, as well as you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and I will link those. So this month for a business, we have some travel. Let's see. So this upcoming weekend, the 6th, I'll be traveling to Arizona to attend Mom 2. This is my first Mom 2 conference. I found out about Mom 2 back in March when I went to Alt Summit with my sister. And so this time around, we are going to Scottsdale. My sister and I, and my grandma is going with us just to go and hang out with us. I look forward to networking. I look forward to partnering with some different brands and really getting myself out there. So I am really excited for my business. This month, I'm going to track any brand deals that I have and put any funds that come from brand deals in our savings finances. Who likes talking about finances when you are trying to get out of debt? Not me. I have our May budget almost completed. It is 95% completed. I just need to break down our paychecks and what is being spent each paycheck. I get paid weekly. Nicholas gets paid bi-weekly. So we have our calendar that has when our bills are due and when, our savings is coming out and things like that. So we want to be able to track each paycheck and what is being paid during that time. So that is a goal for our finances this month. I want to stick to our budget. That is a goal, to stick to our budget that is planned out, trying hard not to deviate. I am an impulsive spender. So depending on my mood, depending on things that I see, I'm like, oh, I want to get it. We want to curb that outside spending on unnecessary things and really focus on our savings. Last month in April, we went ahead and opened up CDs for everybody, so that's 9 of us. And we want to do, starting out, $10 a week in each of our CDs being transferred over. And so that's about $450. This month, technically, it's for our last paycheck of April, but those bills, that paycheck starts paying for some of May bills. So we went ahead and added that week into our May. And so this month goal should be $450 that is put inside of our CDs as a total. And we have it set to where we're saving $550 into our savings. And so that equals about $110 a week that is going to our savings. So that could be for emergency funds, vacation. You have to start saving for back to school. Even though school has not ended, we like to get a head start. Renewing of our tags and things like that. Some of that maintenance that has to go into our vehicles. Have weekly check-ins to make sure that we are sticking to what it is that we're supposed to be doing. There you go. We want to pay all of our bills on time so that we're not having any late fees, and we are cutting out our eating to 2 times a week and cooking at home. That I included with finance, but I feel like it could go over to the home section as well, because I have meal prepping and meal planning over on our home section. We are going to do bi-weekly grocery hauls. We are also going to go to our local meat market to be able to grocery shop and grab the necessary meats that we need and see how that really affects our grocery budget as well as our eating out budget. I spoke to my grandma earlier and was like, I need you to find me a scripture so that I can pray over our finances, because at this particular point, because we are a large family, like, it's time for us to really knock down some of this debt, knock down and start really saving for our children. We have Myria, who's about to be 16 years old. He's going to be out of the house soon if he chooses. And we really want to set him up for success financially. And that is our goal, to really hone in and focus on spending, paying down this credit card debt, and getting our finances in order. Spiritual. So my spiritual goals for this upcoming month, I want to do a 52-week a 52-week guided study. It's called Fix Your Focus, a 52-week guide to help you put God first. I really need to focus on that for myself, because I feel like it's just going to translate into my marriage. It's going to translate into my motherhood. And so I'm also going to do a gospel-centered motherhood study as well. And this will usually, once I start, I have it planned out when I'm waking up and getting Nick out of the door. There's about a 30 minutes to an hour before the children start getting up and getting themselves ready for school. So that time is for me to be able to really pray, do my Bible study, do my journaling, and get it out of the way early in the morning. So home, we are going to start spring cleaning. We have so much stuff. Oh my gosh, we have so much stuff that I really want to get rid of, donate, just want to declutter, really start fresh. And so this month we are starting spring cleaning, really touching and getting these surfaces clean, really getting ourselves situated, because the summertime, we have so much planned for the summer that I want to create a new schedule now that they're going to be home and we're going to be traveling a little bit more over the summer. I want to make sure that we are still have that cleaning and getting our chores done. Also going to create a new spring/summer routine, because I don't want to just sit around and be doing nothing when the children are home. I really want to maximize the time, whether it's going to the library, to the parks, going to see family, the different things that we have. I really want to explore Tampa, the St. Pete, Pinellas County area, and find free or really inexpensive activities to do with the children. I want to clean out and clear out our garage, as well as getting our yard back in a great condition. So that means replanting some plants for our garden, getting our grass back green, getting that sprinkler system going and watering our grass on a consistent basis. June starts hurricane season. This month, in terms of our home, we are going to make sure that we're reviewing our emergency kits, our hurricane kits, restocking some things, gathering some things before that initial rush of hurricanes start coming in, and then just, stocking up on or restocking up, making sure our batteries, flashlights, gas cans, and all of that stuff is prepped and ready to go prior to June's hurricane season, because once this hurricane season starts, things fly off the shelf and it's really hard to come by. And last but not least, marriage. I never really set marriage goals because we kind of just been winging it. As a large family, sometimes it's hard to really just get me and Nick and for us to have us time, because when we travel, we usually travel with our children, or at least one child. So even when we go on day dates, because we have our at-home crew, our children that are not in school, we do dates with them, and they're not like they're not a burden or burdensome. It's just we never really have us time unless we're going to like the movies. So anyway, we decided to create a weekly date night or weekly date where it's just me and him. There's no baby tagging along, and we're doing a 2-hour max, just so that we can just spend some time together, whether it's just going to grab food and sitting in the car and just eating that, or it's actually going out to golf or to just stroll Tampa or catching some. I like to eat. So whether it's just grabbing something, we're just gonna dedicate one day a week based off of when Nick's schedule is, because it's often on the day, so it can't be like every Sunday because he works every other Sunday. So on some of his off days, it might change up. It might be a Wednesday one week, or Friday the next, or Sunday the next, but we have put it on the calendar to where we know what day we're gonna go and what time we're gonna go, to have us a quick little date and just spend some time with each other. And then we're gonna devote more time to each other outside of just the dating part of it, because we are engrossed in our children all day, every day, and we don't have as much time to just get away or just spend time for ourselves. So it's like getting the baby out of the bed, so it's just us, getting the children to bed on time so that we have more time, whether it's just an hour at night, to just watch our favorite shows, because we usually wait to watch TV together. So most times we have a baby in the bed, we have the girls trying to come and figure out what's going on. So for that, we are devoting more time to each other. All right, so we're almost done with this video, this April reflection. So for April, I'm not gonna do any financial things. For April, we had a really good April, so to speak. The Easter was this or last month. My great friends had a baby shower that I was able to host. I was honored to host their baby shower. And we had both of our dad's birthdays are in April. They're 2 days apart, so we were able to sing happy birthday and get to talk to them, which was really great, which we need to schedule some time to see them. But that was what was going on in April. Nick had some training, a lot of training for the CRT, the honor guard, just the regular work training. So he was not always available on his 2 off days for myself. So that what was going on in April. We did actually just come back last week from a quick trip to Mississippi. We had really got some not so great news about his grandmother, so we wanted to go and check in on her. So we flew out to Mississippi last week. myself and him and the baby. We had a really good time being able to go with his mom as well. She flew up the day after we got there. We went and was able to see his grandmother. We saw some of his uncles. We just hung out and really had a good time. I did not know that I needed a break, and not necessarily like a break from life, because I still had the baby with us and we were still doing things. But the first night we got into Mississippi, the first day we got into Mississippi, I slept most of the day away. And I did not know how tired I was until I didn't have to hear mommy or do all of the things for everybody during that time. It was just really easy to just have one child, and it's the baby, and she was a breeze. Really had a good time, and I got to catch up on sleep. And now that I've gotten back, I've been limited sleep again, so I might need to do a little trip away for myself, which is a really good idea, which I might end up just doing, scheduling me, putting over there my personal goal is scheduling me like a weekend to just get away, whether I'm getting a hotel over in Tampa and just chilling and catching up on some sleep. I might just do that. Let me talk to Nick about that. So I'll update you at the end of the month when we do our reflection for May and see if that was added to my goal and if I was able to actually get that scheduled. All right, we have reached the end of this video. I feel like I've chatted a lot. I feel like I have gotten a good start to these monthly resets that I'm going to continue to do because I actually look forward to it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have any goals planned for May and what those goals look like. Again, you can catch me over on TikTok, Instagram, and at Dinkins Everyday Life, and over on our blog at dinkinseverydaylife.com. All of those things are going to be linked down in my description. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to the end of the month so that I can go ahead and see how I did. Reflect on May. All right, enjoy. Dun, 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 dun.